This one comes to us from rcnky.com. Surprise, another cop who's after a teenager. What do you mean after? A Newport police officer was arrested Saturday night and charged with attempting to have sex with a teenage boy. A teenage boy? Isn't that a cartoon? Tyler J. Hatfield, 30, of Burlington, became the subject of an investigation on Friday when a teenage boy came forward to report to the Boone County Sheriff's Office that an adult man was asking for and receiving explicit pictures from a juvenile teen, as well as asking to have sexual relations with the juvenile. The Sheriff's Office said that Tyler Hatfield was identified as the suspect when the teenage boy identified him. The pair allegedly had been communicating via the app Snapchat. That's right, in Z formation.
Procuring the use of a minor for a sex offense. You understand those charges?
That's former Newport police officer Tyler Hatfield facing a Boone County judge today. NPD says he has resigned tonight after his arrest Saturday. Boone County sheriff's officials say he'd been sending and receiving explicit messages with a 16-year-old boy he'd known and hung out with in person. They also say he asked for sex, but it never happened. Deputies say the boy reported Hatfield.
Sheriff's deputies executed a search warrant at Hatfield's residence on Saturday night and recovered a mobile phone and a tablet. Now, he was arrested, so there must have been something on there. According to the Sheriff's Office, Hatfield confessed, to sending explicit messages to the boy and requesting and then receiving an explicit picture from the boy. So he confessed. Did they pull out his fingernails or did he just confess? Hatfield is charged with 1 count of unlawful use of electronic means to induce a minor to engage in sexual or other prohibited activities, which is a Class D felony. He is being held at the Boone County Detention Center without bond, and the Newport Police Department issued a statement on Sunday afternoon.
Following Hatfield's resignation, Newport Police say if found guilty, he will lose his certification to be an officer in Kentucky. They also say they'll make use of Senate Bill 80, which the governor signed into law this year. It closes loopholes, allowing some convicted officers to get hired at other departments. In an interview provided by the Kentucky Law Enforcement Council, the executive director says the law makes it easier to remove, quote, immoral, corrupt, or even dangerous officers.
And effectively ensure law enforcement's worst representatives don't just get moved around and become an issue for another agency or another community.
Right now, deputies are digging deeper as Hatfield's case moves ahead.
This is what they said. The Newport Police Department is aware of the charges filed against Officer Tyler Hatfield and have taken immediate steps to remove him from duty. He has been suspended without pay, and the department is cooperating fully with the Boone County Sheriff's Department. An internal investigation by our department will also be conducted. Nothing is more important to the department and to the citizens of Newport than the integrity of our officers.
In this case, it doesn't matter if it's a police officer or not. We will always work these with the highest degree of integrity.
Any allegations of this nature, if true, will not be tolerated. Yeah. Did you hear that? They said the integrity of our officers. Hatfield was hired as a police officer recruit in Newport in January of 2020. And that's according to the River City News, which reported that in April 2021 that Hatfield was one of 5 local officers to complete basic training at the State Police Academy. So basically, he's been a cop for almost 2 years. And, or he's hired, I don't know. Well, once he was hired, he was a cop, right? He just happened to be maybe a trainee, and then he was a rookie, and now he's a cookie. I don't know, a nookie. He's a short eyes is what he is. So he confessed. There you go. And they've got the tablet and the cell phone with the picture. And, you know, it's just, you can't trust your kids anymore with anything. Can't trust them.
Takes a lot of courage for them to come forward, and we just want everybody to know that when you come forward to us, we're going to investigate the crime to the fullest extent.
Now, officials say Hatfield had been on the job here in Newport for about 18 months. The new law requires the KLEC to share the officer's certification status even with out-of-state agencies. Something interesting, Indiana has passed a similar law as well. In Ohio, though, they have not. We're live in Newport. Dan Griffin, WLWT News 5.
Got to sit them down and say, look, don't talk to any adults unless I'm there. What if it's a police officer and you tell him to kick rocks? That's what some people say, kick rocks. Tell him you don't answer questions. Tell him shalom-hala. No, don't tell him that. No. Anyway, I just want to know what you guys thought about this. Another cop that's Chester the molester.